You think say you sabi Naija music? Old school or new school? Come show yourself for Gusto Gets the Song. You go win better. Call the number wey dey appear for your screen so. Naija music come win money.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing. Please, before we continue, please like this video, subscribe, tell your friends, family members to come and do what they have to do. Yes, Big Lala is right in the building today, and Buju last week, some days ago, was in some very hot pepper soup water. Lots of tweets from way back being dug up, and of course he responded and saying something about how did he even respond? I mean, this one is not news again, calling that trash and everything, but then again, after trending for the whole day, for the next day as well, he responded saying with a video.
No, he's actually apologized though.
He's actually apologized, but he first of all did a video.
Yeah, I see the video.
Saying the gali abi one
Clouds.
Fuji.
Gali.
Well, Buju is someone who is not always far away from trouble. He's apologized, and fans are not taking the apology. Lala, what's going on?
Well, whether he likes it or not, he did what he did. Me, at first I thought, is this guy, when he released that video, I'm like, is this guy really serious? You don't think this is what I'm apologizing for? But then again, a lot of people say I'm not taking it, and rightfully so. I'm going to add that.
Rightfully so?
Yes. I saw a write-up somewhere, and I completely agree with the guy. The guy was like, it's important that when you want to apologize, you apologize with the right words. You don't apologize just saying, oh, just for the sake of it, and just say sorry for the sake of it. How did he apologize? Well, he mentioned, he was explaining, he was shalaying.
Okay.
So he was like, oh, obviously, those times he was making those comments, he didn't see himself as a musician. He was a music consumer. And that's why people say sometimes, before you make any sort of actions, always think about the future, how it's going to play out in the future. He was too young to even think about that. I mean, let's be plain and honest. But all he had to do was just say, oh, I made these comments when I was young, and I didn't think I was an artist. I'm sorry for any harm this may cause. He never
said anything about sorry.
No, he didn't. He just shalayed. To some people, that's an apology. To some people, it's not an apology. And it's just that these things are coming up at the wrongest of times. Because right now, whether you like it or not, he has 2 songs with WIZ. Whether you like it or not, he's recorded, if not the biggest banger in 2021 in Feelings. And these other things, Don Jazzy, he's probably worked with his artists and they've hooked up. All these other people that we mentioned that he may have wronged, he's probably worked with them already. So he was naive, he was young and stupid. That's what he was. But right now he's still young and he's still stupid because he doesn't realize that the power of what an apology or real apology is. Is it going to affect his relationship with these other guys? I really don't know. Would this now mean that WIZ will not release the 2 songs Buju featured him on? I really don't know. What has happened, and is he going to stop being that kind of person? That's the person he is, whether we like it or not. And like I said, no what's it called for bad behavior, no consequence.
No consequence for bad behavior. After the whole statement, Buju is in London right now and is hooked up with none other than WIZKID in London.
Okay. Exactly.
After the whole thing, and seems to be having like some very good King Promise with WIZ in the studio together doing their thing, and WIZKID FC are not happy about it.
WIZKID FC cannot be happy now. Like, they don't allow any disrespect over WIZ. They don't. But then again, I mean, at the end of the day,
they want him to suffer for, like,
there's nothing.
We want our star boy to shut you down, to shut you up, or
there's nothing. See. There's nothing. Like, that's when we're mentioning all these Yemi Alade, what's his name, Timaya and co. I'm like, this guy, there's really nothing you can tell him at the moment. right, that he needs any of these people's help. You can't. You can't tell him. He's doing way better musically, digitally than the names you mentioned in Nigeria, is he not? He is. So there's nothing you can tell him. The effect of whatever he has done in the past or what he is doing right now or how he's feeling right now, he's not going to feel it right now. He feels it in the future. It's your actions today that determines how your tomorrow will be now. So if he feels what's it called, is not an apology is not needed, there'll be a time where there's another young cat, another young cat who is doing better than him when he's at WIZ's age or any of these others' age, would give him the same treatment or the same whatever it is he has done, right? And then people will have reference, but not be so you say do that time when you're young and things like that. And then you think back, oh, but at the moment he's at the top, he's playing at a very high level. There's nothing you can tell him. And these guys understand that yes, he was young and he was stupid and he did things. WIZ understand that. That's why he's hanging out with WIZ.
But do you think Buju apologized to him personally?
He would probably had, yes, because before I actually recorded with WIZ, right, a lot of WIZKID fans had been tagging WIZ that this guy, they always diss you. This guy, they always diss. Yeah. That's why that tweet came up like, oh,
you said you're gonna slap
WIZ,
and
he said with 2 hits. At the end of the day, comments of music as a consumer and as a artist themselves is totally different. Me and you, we are consumers. We can come here and say a lot of things about music. We're not the creators. The way a creator would analyze and say things about music, he will want to keep in mind that myself I be music artist, creator. I know if they talk anyhow, like make another person not talk anyhow. Now we are not artists. We are consumers. The way we talk is different. And what he did back then was he was a consumer.
Do you think WIZKID, having received him, do you think a lot of other artists that you mentioned their names, Emi Alade, Timaya, Davido, do you think they're going to receive him with open arms, just like WIZKID has done?
No, everybody is not the same. You get WIZ has chosen to do that because he understands. Again, WIZ is an example of a young artist who has grown a lot in terms of the kind of person he is. You know how WIZ used to be on Twitter back then now? WIZ would say a lot of things. Do you think this WIZ and Seun Kuti issue, right? Do you think if it was WIZ of back then, he would be talking to Seun the way he was talking, giving him a bit of respect? You think so? He wouldn't. He knows. WIZ understands how young and stupid an artist can be because he himself had been young and stupid.
Yeah.
FC, that's not. Before you tell me that.
Before you collect.
Before you collect. So he understands it. So so if you have, as an artist or as an individual, has done that, right, and you feel, you know how it is for a young artist to behave abnormally. Well, how would you now want to treat someone who has done the same thing, who's got bags of talent? You show him the way and you pull him close and you say if they cool down, maybe like this, maybe now waiting but I know tell Buju be that.
Exactly.
And maybe he tried to be the same time. Maybe he passed Bonda before Bonda say, "Oh, Otito,
I'm done." Anyways, as we go, this whole Buju, WIZKID, Yemi Alade, and everything, they actually brought back thoughts. I've been thinking to myself, does cancel culture really exist in Nigeria? A lot of fans are saying, "Oh, Buju is cancelled." If Buju drops a song tomorrow, is it going to get the same number of attention, or you think it has reduced?
It will get the same number of attention, and it's not even down to those guys. It's down to the DSPs who mess with him. Apple Music, Spotify. This guy is hot property. Anything that comes out on Buju, they feel it as hot property. They will support it, even whether you want to listen to it or not. You'll find it on your several playlists. You see them. So it's not down to the fans these days. Most times, though, because cancel culture really exists. It's hard. It's hard because in this same Nigeria, right? Apart from Nigeria, in this same country that we are right now, something will happen that everybody can see that this is outrightly bad. In the midst of it being outrightly bad, you're going to see people who are sympathizers of the wrongdoer.
Yeah.
And then if you want to give yourself a headache, go and be arguing with them or go and be trying to make them see your point of view. And they will just completely be blind to the fact that what the guy did is a lie. There's several things that happens in terms of someone being a rapist. And you say, oh, kinikon, kilo shedebe, kilo shelale, kinikon. This guy, exactly. They accuse somebody of, you see a respected person who calls himself a human rights activist, supporting that kind of person. He's not even after whether, did he do it, or he's after, human rights, they should treat him like a human being. So no problem now. Maybe when thief don't come and thief something will belong to him, and maybe brutalizing somebody, you now say, let's treat it with human. Let's treat the person like a human being, as a human right, and things like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing like cancel culture. That same guy, as you see right now, will still get movie roles in Nollywood, Yoruba Nollywood, whether we like it or not. The person that was supporting him, he will still get support from several people.
So the whole Buju is cancelled thing is just a.
There's nothing like, we are not cancelling anything. It takes something really, really grave and something really important to happen for you for council to go around. But right now, there's nothing like cancelling Buju. There's not like cancelling anybody.
Okay, let's have your thoughts on that one, guys. I know Buju, WIZKID, the whole, brouhaha, the whole, basketballs everywhere. Buju getting it from Davido FC, getting it from WIZKID FC, all the while, even till now. Buju linking up with WIZKID has not changed WIZKID FC's mind. Of course, these guys are saying that Buju is cancelled. Buju is totally cancelled. But we ask, is cancel culture really, really very effective in Nigeria? Will Buju drop a song today and it won't get to number 1, or it won't get to number 2 or 3 or top 5 or top 10, on Apple Music or Spotify? Do you think that the fans, the cancelling, will result to drop in sales? Let's have your thoughts on all of those ones, and of course we'll reply to some, if not all, of your comments. We'll see you guys on the next one. Keep liking and sharing. Stay safe. Peace.